I for sure did not like them, but it just looked weird. And I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do?
Yeah, it's nosy, baby.
Hey y'all, so I'm gonna be here telling you guys about my breast reduction surgery. I'm gonna be telling you guys about the process, how I got my surgery covered by insurance, and I'm also gonna be telling you guys like the pros and cons of this surgery. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you follow me on here, and I also have Instagram and TikTok if you guys know me from there. Hey y'all, this is already gonna be like a long video, so I'm gonna just get right into it. So first things first is I'm gonna tell you guys why I even wanted this breast reduction surgery in the first place. So in my genetics, I just have really large chest for some reason, and growing up, even at the age of like 10, I was already growing breast down there, and it's just really kind of awkward to navigate the world as a young girl and already having something that people already sexualize women for. So I've always just felt weird about my chest. Not saying that I hated my chest, but as you guys know, like, childhood trauma is real, and just not liking something that you see in the mirror or feeling like they're just too big or they're just really like attention grabbers is not a really good feeling. So I have always had this surgery in the back of my mind. I found out about breast reduction surgeries at the age of like 15, and I already had told my mom like I want one. So this has been a thing that I've been wanting for a minute. And yeah, I finally did it. And if you're thinking about getting the surgery, I would definitely recommend it because I feel great. It's only 2 weeks post-op, but like I'm already ready to go out, and the weight off my shoulders is just 10 out of 10 experience. So I would definitely recommend this surgery. I'm gonna get into how I got this surgery covered by my insurance, and it's kind of a long process, but I'm gonna try to keep it really short. So basically, I went to my primary care doctor and told them that I was having back pain, and I got denied by 2 doctors. And I don't know if this is anybody else's experience, but 2 doctors shut me down because I wasn't in the weight requirement. Mind you, I was, I believe, a 33 BMI, and the doctors wanted me to be in a 32 BMI. So I was only 1 BMI point short, but they both denied me, and they both made me feel like I was obese as fuck. Mind you, I'm a tall girl. I'm 5'9", and I've lost about 70 pounds naturally with no type of weight loss medicines or nothing, naturally just going to the gym. So it was really discouraging. But I feel like if you guys are going through the same thing where your doctor's telling you to lose weight, I definitely say lose weight and try to get into your BMI, but also change doctors, because if it's a physical health issue, it shouldn't be ignored. So keep going back and changing your primary care doctor if you can, like I did. I changed it 2 times because I got denied 2 times, and I went to my 3rd one, and I told him, and he heard me out, and he helped me get the surgery. So it really depends on the person that you're talking to. Like, if the person cares about what you're going through, you're more likely to get help with this situation. But I will tell you guys, insurance companies are very, 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 very strict about their weight requirements. So I would recommend losing that weight. Unfortunately, that's the only way that, you know, you can get insured. But thankfully, I was close to my BMI range already. So I just lost like 10 pounds, and, you know, he recommended me to physical therapy first before he recommended me to my plastic surgeon. That's probably one of the processes that they will do once the doctor says like, oh yeah, this is a health problem. They're gonna refer you to a physical therapist. At least that's what they did for me. I'm pretty sure they do other stuff too. I'm not sure. But I went to physical therapy for about, I would say, 6 weeks. And I made sure I showed up to every physical therapy appointment, and I went through the process, and it wasn't helping anything. Like, it wasn't helping, not a damn thing. And my physical therapist was just like, okay, like, she tried a lot. She tried this back, I forgot what it's called. She tried many things, And I would do a lot of exercises there for like 30 minutes max. And it was actually nice because they put like a little warm towel on my back to help back pain. But it just wasn't helping, you know, long term. Like once we finished out, rest of the week, I was still feeling the same back pain. So it was like, you know, this doesn't really help nothing. And that's what I told my doctor. I'm like, hey, like, nothing's changing. I don't think that this is, you know, going to help what my problem is. And he said, okay, like, since you tried it and since you went to every single physical therapy session that there was, I'm going to recommend you to the plastic surgeon. So that's what he did. And I met up with the plastic surgeon, and my insurance company or my surgeon, they do weigh you the day of when you're meeting with them. So you want to make sure that your weight is good. My weight went up like 2 pounds. I lost the weight and then I gained 2 pounds the day before, but they're not really like strict. If you gain like, you know, less than 5 pounds, just make sure you don't gain a lot of weight before that meeting with your plastic surgeon, because that's an easy way for them to deny it. Thankfully, they did not deny me. I was scared. My BMI range is 215 pounds because I'm 5'9", and I was 217 pounds. I was really scared, but I talked to him and I was like, I've lost a lot of weight naturally, so this is not like, you know, an obesity problem. My boobs are big, like it's causing me back pain, and I really don't think it's like a weight issue for me. I just really need the surgery. And I explained it to him and he was like, yeah, it's no problem, like it's 2 pounds. They are kind of strict, the insurance companies are strict, but he said he would still submit it, and like if anything I would just lose 2 pounds and then come back and then resubmit it and get the surgery covered. But thankfully he just looked at me and he looked at my breast and he said I was a good candidate, and he was like, we'll get back to you in like 3 days and tell you if you are insured. And he got back to me through email 3 days later and I got insured. So that's the process that they'll put you through insurance. If you wanted to pay out of pocket, because I have experience like meeting with plastic surgeons trying to get this out of pocket. So I had went to a couple of surgeons when I was 18. Some plastic surgeons actually do accept insurance, so you can go that route and then see if your insurance company is like, you know, part of their plan. But I had went and tried to get it out of pocket, and the cost that I was going with wasn't too bad. Like I would have done this if I was not insured. I would have paid maybe like $5,000 to $10,000 for what I wanted, but you get more freedom. That's the only thing. I'm really lucky to be my height and my weight, because I got D cups size breasts, or about like C cups, but I heard that if you're taller they go lesser. So sometimes they'll do like a B cup, or even like they go down to an A depending on how big you are. So sometimes it's kind of better to go out of insurance, but I was very lucky that I am my height and weight, and I got the size that I wanted and the size that I was going to pay for anyways with a plastic surgeon outside of insurance. But yeah, I don't feel like it is a bad price for what you're getting, like paying $5,000. I ended up paying $1,357 through my insurance. I don't regret that price at all. I'm actually thankful for that price. He did not play because he was covered by insurance. No, he actually heard me and gave me what I wanted, and I am happy with my results. I'm really happy. If you want to DM me, I can give you guys his name just in case of the video. I don't want to, you know, share his information. Weight is very important when it comes to insurance companies. They do not accept you if you are out of your BMI, which is a problem itself, but that's just how they go about it. So if you are out of weight and you want the surgery now, I would definitely recommend just paying for the $5,000. But you do want to make sure that you're getting the surgery at the right time, you're dieting good, because boobs can grow back as you gain weight. So just a little disclaimer. People do say like, yeah, my boobs grow back, and It could be genetic. I only had my boobs for 2 weeks, but I do believe that, you know, as you gain weight, your boobs do get bigger. So just make sure that you're doing it at a good time, you're working out and everything, and you can maintain your breast reduction. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into the surgery day. I'm gonna explain everything, how it went down, because I know some people have never been put under before for surgery, and I was one of those people that was looking up YouTube videos like, what the fuck, what's it gonna be like I'm scared, you know, am I gonna make it? And I trust you, you're most likely gonna make it, you'll be okay. But yeah, I'll just tell you guys my experience. I woke up, I could not shower, so I showered the night before, and I showered with regular Dove soap. They'll either give you some soap, some surgeons do, but my surgeon didn't. And then I put on PJs. Let me show you guys these PJs. Really, if you guys see like button downs, perfect for the surgery. I would definitely recommend button downs, because one thing about it is the nurses, they're gonna have to put on like a shirt on you. Make sure you're just wearing something loose fitted, because after the surgery, even the surgical bra was so tight, I couldn't imagine wearing a shirt. So I went with PJs just like this. Obviously it was longer shorts, but personal preference, I went with loose PJs just like that. For prep, I did have like this seatbelt strap that was like a pillow after the surgery, so I can just put on my seatbelt and then that cushion would be there, so I wouldn't have to feel the pressure of the seatbelt. Did bring that. I think that's all I needed, to be honest. I didn't need anything else. But I do want to mention this because I might forget. I did have this elevated pillow I got off of Amazon for like, oh no, not Amazon, I got this off of TikTok shop, and it was about like $30, but I'm pretty sure there's like $25 ones on Amazon that I saw, and I was like, ugh. But I ordered that one off of TikTok shop and it came pretty fast. But there is cheaper ones on Amazon, and I would definitely recommend that, because after surgery you're not going to be able to lay on your back, and promise me, you do not want that. Like, I don't think pillows have been enough for me, because the surgery coming back was so I definitely recommend an elevated pillow. But back to the day of, I went into the office, I paid, and then the nurse came out and she was like, we're gonna have you come in for a little bit, I'm gonna ask you some questions, start your IV, and then your mom and your sister can come in, which, by the way, you will need somebody to be taking care of you like you're a baby, because this is surgery. So if you need to hire a nurse, hire one. Like, you cannot do this on your own. They definitely do not do the surgery without like somebody, you know, to drive you back, and then to also make sure you're okay for 24 hours. So you want to make sure you have somebody who will drive you back and also feed you, because you are like still on anesthesia and you don't really know what's going on. So you definitely want to have somebody who will act like a nurse, which thankfully I had my mom. She did it for me. I would recommend family, but if you don't have family, friend. If you don't have friends, nurse. But make sure somebody's there. So they brought me back, asked me questions, and then the nurse started an IV in my hand, which this was the most painful part. I don't know if you guys can see. I have like a little scar. It's already healing, but that shit hurt. That shit hurt. But it wasn't like excruciating pain. It was just like a little but you can definitely feel it, and I felt it, and I was scared because I'm like, I felt this. What's gonna go on while I'm in the OR? Like, am I gonna be okay? Trust, you're not gonna feel a thing. You're not even gonna remember a thing. She put that in my arm. I'm pretty sure it was an IV because I didn't eat anything and I was mad hungry. I was still hungry even when the IV was coming, because this was around like, I would say 12 o'clock p.m. and I had not eaten the whole day and the night before, because they tell you not to. I wasn't really thinking of food because I was scared. So, I mean, but yeah, don't eat nothing because you're gonna throw it up. And I saw my sister and they came in, and then the doctor was like, okay, it's time to go. My mom prayed for me, and then the surgeon came in as they were leaving, And the anesthesiologist came in and just said hi to me and, you know, make sure I was okay. And he told me like the process of what was going on. And then the surgeon came in and drew on me. And it was scary as fuck because it was like, he drawing the circle and I'm thinking the circle looked too small. I'm like, sir, what are you doing? Take it from me. Just trust the process, because babes, it's not even gonna feel real. Like what happened didn't even feel that real. Like I still can't fathom the fact that I really went through with this surgery, but that's how fast it goes. Like he's gonna draw on you and then you're gonna sit down, and then the nurse is gonna come in and give you like the droopy drug so you're still awake, but like literally I don't remember that. It was really faint, like you're really relaxed and don't know what's going on, because I don't even remember that process. I just remember, you know, getting scrolled, like vivid moments. I don't remember like a lot. And if you think you're gonna be like yelling or scared, the drug that they give you or the anesthesia that they give you makes you feel very relaxed, so you're not even gonna even have energy to do any of that. You're literally not, because I thought I was gonna be scared and be like, hey, doc, I don't want to do this no more. But I literally did not feel a thing. After that, they moved me to the bed. I saw some of the surgeons or the people in the room who were gonna be there, and I looked at them and then I knocked out, and yeah, that was it. Then I woke up. Do I remember the sleep? Not really, because I was sleeping. I just remember waking up. And I remember waking up, and I think I woke up really, really early than I was supposed to, because the nurses were like, hey, like, you okay? You can go back to sleep. And I was just like, opening my eyes, making sure they saw me, because I kept like fighting sleep. And I kept opening my eyes, and I'm like, can you call my mom? And she's like, yeah, we'll call your mom. Are you like feeling good? And I'm like, yeah, I just want to go home. But she called my mom to get me from the waiting room. And then I really don't remember this process for real, but I just remember them asking me what I wanted to drink, and they were telling me I forgot, I think it was like milk, and then they were like soda, and I was like, ew, none of those sound good. And then they said apple juice, and I was like, apple juice, yes, I want some apple juice. And that was it. And I went home and I was swollen and I didn't feel a thing. I did not feel a thing. I was probably heavily like anesthesiaed out, if that's a word. Anesthesiaed. I was heavily drugged out, and I didn't really remember a thing except that I was hungry. I was hungry. After they gave me the apple juice, I was like, whoa, the hunger's starting to kick back in. I'm like, I need something to eat. And you're not supposed to eat anything solid. My mom still gave me, she bought me like a wrap. She was not supposed to do that. Like, especially reading the papers now, she was not supposed to do that. But thankfully she did, because I was hungry. I wanted to eat, and I ate, and I did not throw up. I can't lie, when I was eating though, I felt nauseous. So I stopped eating and I just went to sleep. And then when I got home and I slept, I woke up and I ate. And I'm a really fast healer. Like, I have a really high pain tolerance, and I feel like I heal very fast. Like, even when like I have scabs, my wounds heal really fast, and I don't really feel pain for a long time, if that makes sense, because my pain tolerance is just high. Like, I just felt pain a lot, so I don't really like, I'm not really squeamish. So I feel like that's how I recovered so fast, because I was walking around the first day. Literally, I was walking around making videos. I was okay. But they gave me oxycodone, and I was also on oxycodone. And it didn't really make me feel anything except no pain. So all the pain was gone, and I felt normal. So yeah, that might could have been a thing. But yeah, after the surgery, I couldn't see them. It was still bandaged up, and I couldn't shower. So I was just healing, sitting down. And I can't lie, when the pain medicine did wear off, it was really bad pain. So I would say, like, just be prepared for that. But it only lasted for about like 3 days. Excruciating pain for me, at least. only lasted for 3 days, but it wasn't like excruciating pain for the whole day. It was like excruciating pain for if I didn't take my medicine timed. So time your medicine out and you'll be fine. I didn't, but like every 6 hours you're supposed to take another pill, and I was kind of trying to thug it out because I didn't want to take too much of the Percocets, but don't do that. Okay, so now let's talk about like how they looked and how I felt about them the first time that I saw them. So I think like day 3 I could take a shower, and when I first saw them I was like, I was not feeling it. I looked very like, if you guys have had the surgery, you guys know when you first get it. So they did look like boobs, but like very pointed and boxy, and then like very much cone. If you guys know what a traffic cone looks like, that's what they look like on your chest. And obviously your wounds are fresh. I didn't see my wounds because it had tape on it, but it just looked weird. And I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I do? But it's normal. It's very normal for women not to like their boobs when they first see them because they are very fresh and they haven't dropped yet. I'm starting to drop and I love it, and I wish they would stay just like this. They're perky and very plump and round, but when you first get it, it's not going to look like that. So don't be alarmed. It's very normal for you not to like them the first time. Probably the first week that you see them, you're not going to like them. And it was really emotional for me because I did watch a lot of videos on breast reductions, but I didn't really keep in mind like what they were saying when they did not like them at first. I was like, what do you mean you don't like them? Like, you know, you have small titties. Like, what do you mean you don't like them? But no, there's actually a real reason why we say this, because it does not look like pro boobs. Depending on how you heal, it's not gonna be likable. Maybe for a few, weeks. Some people, even a month, they don't like them. But thankfully, I like them. And they drop quick, probably because I wasn't wearing my surgical bra, which I accidentally did. I took it off because it was so tight, and then I wore the ones that I bought off Amazon that were a little bit bigger, which don't do, but I dropped faster probably because of that. I wasn't wearing like a very compression bra, but that does come with the side effects because I had a whole bunch of lymphatic drainage that needed to be done. But I started wearing it after like day 7. It's already starting to go down already, but yeah, I did not like my boobs, not one bit. As for showering, I couldn't wash them. So the 3rd day post-op, because that's the day that you can wash them, I did not touch them. They were still in the tape, no water, not even in the top part of my body. All I did was wash my armpits, my back, my stomach, everything else down there. Down there was fine. But I would say the first day you would have to have somebody help you a little bit, like get your back. That's what my mom helped me with. But everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Like, just keep the shower short. Like, make sure you clean the areas that get dirty. It's not gonna feel like a good shower, like you scrubbed everything, you feel clean, but it's gonna feel better because you haven't taken a shower in 2 days. Like, come on now. I just couldn't shower and get any water like anywhere up here, and obviously under the wounds. So this is how they look. This is 2 weeks post-op, and as you guys can see, they've kind of dropped. And let's talk about scarring a little bit. So I have scars, an anchor scar. So this is my boob. I have it underneath my boob going all the way over here, and then I have one up, and then I have obviously around my nipple. And yeah, we're gonna talk about it more, but let me cover it up. Okay, so basically I have an anchor scar, goes like this up, and then they reattach my nipple. So they do take off your nipple. I was kind of scared when I heard that about the process. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're taking off my nipple? But they actually do take off your nipple, and the way that they like reform your nipple is that like there will be normal like big areola. If you do have a big areola, I'm pretty sure everybody has a big areola. I don't know who doesn't have a big areola, but they remove that skin, so you're not gonna have like a huge areola no more, not even a medium areola no more. I have like a tiny quarter areola, maybe like smaller than that, like this big right here. So yeah, I have a little quarter size areola. I love it. It's so pretty. I really love how I'm healing too. They just dropped, so I'm like at the moment where all the breast reduction girls know, like, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my body. Like, I really love it. And yeah, as for scars, I can't tell y'all too much about like how they will be in the future, but the one that I have like right here, I'm like not really worried about that one because I barely see it when I look in the mirror when I look at them. So I really don't really care about the scarring of this part as much as people would think like you would care about it so much. It's low-key meshing into my skin, but that's how I heal. I don't really have much discoloration, but I do see some forming under. And once I am cleared from my doctor, I will be using scar tape. I used this one on Amazon. I heard this one was really good. I'll link all of these products down below, even the pillow for y'all. But I heard this brand is really good. So once I'm cleared from my doctor, I will be starting scar tape. And then I also got some scar gel. And I will update you guys and tell you guys how my scarring goes. But as for right now, these are both of them. But as for right now, I'm not really worried about scarring. As for my healing, I feel so much better than I did. You feel better every day from the surgery, with your decision, with how they look, with how they feel. After day 5, I really wasn't in pain. I was in soreness, so I definitely felt like I had a surgery there, but it wasn't like an excruciating pain or anything like that, and I'm happy for that. But some people, it takes them days to recover from the surgery, so everybody's different. But I would say like one thing that helped me get through like all of this was just knowing that it gets better and that this is temporary, because even from the part where I did not like them, it's temporary. But it is a dark time, and it was really dark for me those days, and I was just really down. And I just want to, make this video for anybody who felt that way. Like, I promise you it gets better, and you are gonna love them. To be honest, I love them. And I rarely see any comments of anybody saying that they had like regret this surgery, because this is for your health and confidence. I am so excited to get some tops where I can wear without feeling this freaking sensation of a bra and feeling uncomfortable and feeling like they're too huge for my outfits and feeling like they're just huge in general, like they're just taking up so much space. Like, having this breast reduction has really helped my confidence so much. And if I had to go through this process again, I would. Can't lie. Like, after kids, they get too big, I'm getting me another surgery, because I genuinely love the way that they look. My surgeon got me down to like, I think a D cup. And honestly, now that they've dropped, I feel like they don't look that small. Like, I thought they were gonna look really small, but they're filling in nice and they look good. And I mean, I am in a compression bra, so it is like pushing them up. But in a few days, well, after the month mark, I'm gonna stop wearing bras. I will definitely be wearing it, just to make sure that they are forming well. But after like about 2 months, I'm gonna go out braless and I'm gonna live my life. I don't have to wear a bra, and I'm happy that I get to experience that. Okay, so this is like the cons part. So one of the cons was definitely the aftermath, constipation. I had constipation. I'm still recovering, girl, as we speak, it's 2 weeks, but I have been using it more and more. But expect that. Everybody's different, but usually I'm the type of girly to go to the bathroom at least 2 times a day. So not seeing anything, plus my stomach being expanded to the fullest, like I was literally bloated bad. I was badly bloated. And then seeing Coney boobs, bro, I was like, what the fuck is going on with my body? Because this is what was going through my head. I was like, wait, I am used to having big chests. Now my chest is smaller. My stomach is bigger. I shouldn't have got the surgery because my stomach looks big. But, I mean, as days go by, I don't feel that way. I feel like my body is very proportionate, even better, to the T. I love my body. But the first few days, I was like, ugh. That goes back to me saying, like, first few days, you might not like it, girl. It was bad. I was going through it. But your girl got through it. Your girl got through it. You have bad constipation. I say just drink a whole bunch of water. That's what's been helping me. But even at that, like, I'm still having side effects from it. And hopefully bowel movements will be back soon. But as for right now, you know, I still am having, you know, normal bowel movements. It's just like, it is constipation. Not gonna sugarcoat it. And yeah, this is like almost week 2. Not week 2, maybe like day 11. So yeah, just to get that out there. Also, laying on your back is one thing that's really annoying. I still have to. I can lay on my side now because I don't feel that much pain. But you cannot lay on your stomach, and I was a stomach sleeper. Stomach sleeper. I love sleeping on my damn stomach. But you can't with the surgery, like physically can't. Like even if you try, it hurts. And I remember one night, I'm so used to sleeping on my stomach. So like one night I rolled over and I didn't realize I was on my stomach, and I had some bleeding. And I woke up in pain. So yeah, you just gotta be conscious of that. Like if you were a stomach sleeper, just make sure that you have an elevated pillow and you are conscious. I mean, you can't really prevent that because you're sleeping. I couldn't, but you know, I was fine. I ended up fine. But yeah, I would keep that in mind. Like practice sleeping on your stomach, not stomach, your back. Practice sleeping on your back because you are going to be doing that for I don't know how long. I'm tired of sleeping on my back. Tired. I think it's like a month. But yeah, it is kind of better to sleep on your back. It's very much beneficial to sleep on your back anyway. So I might just keep this little thing going for the rest of my life. But I miss sleeping on my stomach a lot. And then like obviously scarring is a issue that some people have. I never cared. I wanted the surgery no matter what. So it depends on like what you're okay with. But yeah, those are like the cons. And yeah, low confidence is a con. You might not like it at first, like I said. But as days go by, you're gonna start liking it and you're gonna start feeling yourself. And that's what I am doing right now. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I would say like acne breaks out or like a symptom. I'm not sure. I'm breaking up right now really bad. So I don't know if that's a side effect of the surgery because there was a big trauma on my body. And I heard that like hormones are really high right now. But I did get a breakout. Not the end of the world. Just gonna, you know, take care of my face. But I think that's about it for the cons, at least for me. These are my cons. Yeah, I hope I covered everything. And if you're thinking about the surgery, definitely get it 100%. Get the surgery, girl. If you're contemplating, get the surgery. Because I contemplated and I pushed back my surgery date a month later. And I could have been healing. And I could have been outside right now. So it's like, girl, don't push it back. Don't push it back. Like, get the surgery. Because I was contemplating, like, getting it. Probably just like some of you guys are. Like, you know, because, you know, you feel womanly with big boobs. Like, you know, that's probably like your main thing you get complimented on body-wise. But like, yeah, it's nice to have like some big boobies. But you will adjust and it will fit your body. and you will love it. Okay, so don't overthink it. Get the surgery. Do some justice for your back. Do some justice for your confidence. Do some justice for your healing process too, because you know, if you keep pushing it back, you're gonna be inside just like me during the summer, which I hate. I'm really ugh. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was very insightful. You reach out to me through the comments, and I reply fastest on my Instagram. So my Instagram is howitlooksobeauty. Well, you guys can also comment. I will definitely get back to you guys as soon as I can. And yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned with my other social medias. I have TikTok, How It Looks So Beauty as well. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe, because I will be making another video explaining like how it's going, you know, how my scarring is going. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. All right, bye y'all.